A $1 million retirement portfolio changes everything, but not because you are suddenly rich. It changes everything because every dollar now has a job, paying you without disappearing. Before $1 million, the goal is simple. Save more, invest more, get the number higher. But after $1 million, the game changes. Now the question is not, how big is the portfolio? The question is, how much income can this machine safely produce without breaking? Why the million feels different. Here's the part most people get wrong. A $1 million retirement portfolio does not mean you have $1 million to spend. If you retire at 65, that money may need to last 25 or 30 years. So the real question is not, am I a millionaire? The real question is, what monthly paycheck can this portfolio safely give me? At a 4% withdrawal rate, $1 million gives you about $40,000 in the first year. That is roughly $3,333 per month. Before taxes, before inflation, before health care, before your house discovers a new hobby called expensive repairs. That is why the million feels different. It is a huge milestone. But milestones do not pay bills. Monthly income does. The first number, what $1 million really pays. Now let's make that paycheck uncomfortable. Morningstar's 2026 retirement research suggests a starting withdrawal rate around 3.9%. The classic 4% rule says 4%. That is why the first-year portfolio paycheck lands around $39,000 to $40,000 before taxes. And that is the moment the fantasy gets audited. Because $3,333 a month sounds nice until retirement starts assigning jobs to it. Property tax, insurance, health care, groceries, car repairs, one flight to see family. Suddenly, the million is not wearing diamonds. It is wearing reading glasses and asking for receipts. And here is the shock. A $45,000 car is not just a car anymore. It can be more than an entire year of portfolio income. That is why the first number matters. It tells you what the million can actually pay, not what your lifestyle wants it to pay. Model 1. The careful retiree. Now meet Elaine. Elaine is 66. She has a $1 million retirement portfolio, but she does not treat it like a treasure chest. She treats it like payroll. In year 1, she withdraws 4%. That gives her $40,000 from the portfolio. She also receives Social Security. The estimated average retirement benefit for January 2026 is about $2,071 per month. That is $24,852 per year. So Elaine's total income is about $64,852 per year before taxes, about $5,404 per month. That sounds comfortable. But Elaine knows comfort is not the same as permission. Her Social Security covers part of the basics. Her portfolio fills the gap, and her lifestyle spending stays flexible. If the market has a bad year, she does not negotiate with the mortgage. She negotiates with the vacation, the car, the kitchen upgrade, the nice but not necessary spending. Not because she is poor, because she understands what keeps the million alive. Elaine is not trying to look rich in retirement. She is trying to stay free. Same million, different outcome. But here is where the story turns. 2 retirees can start with the same $1 million. One stays free, the other starts quietly bleeding money. Same number, different rules. Because retirement does not reward what you saved, it rewards what you protect. And if you treat your portfolio like a purse instead of a factory, darling, eventually the purse gets empty. Model 2. The lifestyle retirees. Now meet Robert and Denise. They retire with $1 million. They worked for decades. They saved. Now they want the retirement they pictured. Travel, a nicer car, helping the grandchildren, a few home upgrades. Nothing crazy, just we earned this spending. So instead of withdrawing 4%, They withdraw 6%. That is $60,000 in the first year. Let's say together they also receive $45,000 from Social Security. Now their total income is $105,000 before taxes. That feels comfortable. At first, then the market has a bad year. Their portfolio drops from $1 million to $850,000. They still want the same $60,000 lifestyle withdrawal, but now $60,000 is no longer 6%. It is about 7.1% of the remaining portfolio. That is the trap. The lifestyle did not get bigger. The portfolio got smaller, and suddenly the same life costs more portfolio every year. Darling, the portfolio did not fail. The spending plan failed. The big shift. The first bad market year. This is where retirement gets cruel. Robert and Denise did not lose control because they took one vacation. They lost control because the timing turned against them. When you are still working, a market crash is ugly but survivable. You still have a paycheck. You can wait. But in retirement, a crash hits differently because you may need to sell while the market is down. Their portfolio falls to $850,000. They still need $60,000, so they sell investments after the drop. Now the portfolio has fewer dollars left, fewer shares left, and less muscle to recover when the market finally comes back. That is why the first bad market year matters. A bad year plus high withdrawals can start a chain reaction. Year 1, the portfolio falls. Year 2, you withdraw again. Year 3, inflation raises the bills. And by the time the market recovers, your portfolio may be too thin to enjoy the comeback. Darling, that is like selling pieces of the bakery during a slow month, and then wondering why there is less cake next year. Before retirement, you protect growth. After retirement, you protect recovery. What actually changes with $1 million? So what really changed between Elaine and Robert and Denise? Not the portfolio. They both started with $1 million. The difference was the job description. Elaine told her million, pay the bills, protect the basics, stay alive. Robert and Denise told theirs, fund the dream, keep up the lifestyle, and please do it during a market drop. Darling, that is asking a butler to fight a house fire while carrying your luggage. This is the real shift. Before retirement, the big number makes you feel successful. After retirement, the monthly number decides whether you stay safe. $1 million on paper can look impressive. But if taxes take more than expected, the stress comes back. If healthcare rises, the stress comes back. If one bad year forces you to sell too much, the stress comes back wearing better shoes. That is why every big decision needs a second question. Not just, can I afford it? But, what does this do to the machine? The practical plan. How to make the million last. So the plan becomes simple. Protect the basics. Make lifestyle flexible. Never let one beautiful purchase weaken 30 years of income. Start with the bills that cannot be skipped. Housing, food and insurance and healthcare, taxes. That is the floor. Then look at the flex zone. Travel, restaurants, cars, renovations, gifts. That is where wealthy retirees stay powerful. They do not cut essentials in a panic. They adjust the flex zone before the portfolio gets damaged. Then calculate the gap. Social Security may cover part of the floor. A pension may cover another part. The portfolio covers what is left. That number is the real assignment. Because the mistake is not wanting comfort. The mistake is forcing the portfolio to fund a lifestyle it cannot safely carry. Start with what the machine can pay, then build the life around that. Less glamorous, much safer. The bad year rule. Every $1 million retiree needs a bad year rule. Simple. If the market has a bad year, the flexible spending gets cut first. Not the essentials, the extras. Delay the kitchen renovation. Take one big trip instead of 3. Keep the car longer. Reduce gifts before you reduce safety. That is not fear. That is defense. Because the worst time to demand luxury from your portfolio is when the market has already punched it in the face. Give the portfolio 1 year to breathe. 1 year without forcing it to fund every dream. That pause can protect decades of income. Darling, wealthy retirees are not calm because nothing goes wrong. They are calm because they already decided what gets cut when something does. So yes, a $1 million retirement portfolio changes everything. But not because it makes you rich, because it makes every mistake more expensive. A big purchase does not just cost money today, it can steal income from your future. That is why wealthy retirees stop asking, "Can I buy this?" They ask, "Can my portfolio survive this?" One retiree uses the million to stay free. Another uses the same million to stay stressed. Same number, different rules. Because $1 million is not the finish line. It is the machine. And in retirement, the goal is simple. Keep it paying. Keep it alive. And never confuse looking rich with staying free. Darling, marble countertops are lovely, but margin of safety ages much better.